Hello guys, welcome back to algebra class. So this time we are going to learn more about multiplying rational function, but backside is going to be about dividing rational function. And also the major difference is now you will have to factor the trinomial that has numbers in front of x squared, okay? Which will require a bit more time. But let me go over this one first, and then you're gonna do this. I'll go over this one, okay? So let's do this. So multiplying. Question number 1 says, factor numerator of the rational expression. So that's a step 1. So now we're gonna factor this one. And let's factor this one as well, okay? So first, let me factor this one. So I got 12 and 7 in the bottom. So what can something times something give you 12? It's gonna be 4 and 3. What about the second one? It's gonna be, I have negative 6 and negative 1 in the bottom. So it's gonna be negative 3 and positive 2, right? So I got this. It's x plus 4, x plus 3 over x squared minus 5x plus 6 times, on the top I have x minus 3, x plus 2 over x squared minus 9. So I factored top. The reason that I do it step by step is because if you try to factor all 4 of them at once, which you can do it, that can be confusing, okay? So that's why if you have a highlighter, it's gonna be better for you to like label it like that so that you don't get confused. Now let's factor bottom. So I have positive 6 and negative 5. And I have, that one is a difference of squares. This one is a difference of squares. So it's not gonna be matter. Only thing that matters is 6 and negative 5, which is negative 6 and positive. No. That's gonna be negative 3 and negative 2. Okay. So let's write it down. X plus 4, x plus 3 over, this one was what? X minus 3, x plus 2 over. So this one I factored with x minus 3 and x minus 2. And this one, you remember, which I called no-brainer question. You set up 2 parentheses. Sign should be always positive and negative. X times x gives you x squared. 3 times 3 gives you something. All right, so let's do our fun part. X plus 3, I got here and here. I got x minus 3 here and here. Is there anything that I can factor further? I don't think so. So that's it. So on the top, I have x plus 4. And I got this one and this one left over. X plus 2. Over, I got this one left over, which is x minus 3, x minus 2. Okay. Now, x cannot be equal to positive 3 and positive 2 because that's what we have, opposite number of this, and what we crossed out. Negative 3 and positive 2. Positive 3 is already here, so it's going to be only negative 3. So, these two are going to be the whole because these two numbers got crossed out. So, even though we have this positive 3 here, this is going to be the whole later, okay? So, these will be wholes. So, that was a step 4, okay? Which we cannot really get things done. And step 5, multiply back if there's leftover factors. What it means is you have to multiply this one back like that. So you don't really have to do this. I'm not gonna ask you to do that. Like that. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2. Negative 3 times x like that. So it's gonna be negative 5x plus 6. Where x cannot be equal to 3, 2, negative 3 like that. But I'm fine with this one. So try this one by yourself. Meanwhile, let me go over one question about this part, factoring, okay? So this one you cannot factor, but you can factor this and this. But this one, I believe many of you forgot how to do it, so I will do it here. So it's a slip and slide. Slip first number to the last number and then multiply, which you will get x squared plus 7x plus 12. And now we can factor it. X plus 4, x plus 3, right? Because 12 and 7, 4 and 3. Now we're not done. Now we have to divide by what we slipped over, which is 6, and then simplify. Like that. Like that easy. And last, we have to slide this denominator back like that. So that's how you factor. So if you factor it, you get what? 3x plus 2, 2x plus 1 on the top. On the bottom, if you factor this, let me do mental math, x minus 2, x plus 1. Same thing here. If you factor on the top here, you're going to get x minus 2, x minus 1. This one, you just have 2x plus 1. Okay, due to time, I'm just going over it like that. You can factor it by yourself. So let's say which one we can cross out. This two. This two. That's it, right? So we have 3x plus 2, x minus 1 over x plus 1 left over, where x cannot be equal to negative 1. And this one is going to be what? Positive 2, which is going to be our whole. Now, 2x plus 1. How can you do that? You have to set this one equal to 0 and solve for x. Like that. Like that. Okay, so if there's no number here, that's going to be simple. You just do opposite. But if there's a number in front of x, then you might have to do it like that. So that one, we know these two are going to be our whole. Okay. Okay. So that's the multiplication. Now let's do division, okay? I will go over this and maybe this. So you're going to do this one by yourself, okay? So, you remember, for example, this random thing. Let's say you have 3 over 2, divide by like 1 over 3. You can change it to like 3 over 1. You flip it like this, right? That's the same thing. When you have a division, the first thing that you have to do is you have to flip it. Okay? Times x squared plus 2x plus 1 over 2x plus 1, like that, okay? So let's say, let's do this one first. And then everything is same, okay? Now let's factor top and bottom. If you want to, let me do this one. 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. Slip, so you get x squared minus 3x minus 4. X minus 4, x plus 1, divide by what we slipped over, which is 2, and then simplify. So you get x minus 2, x plus 1 half, and slide it back. So you're going to get what? X minus 2, 2x plus 1 on the top, over. This one is what? X plus 1, x minus 1. Now let's factor this one. 1 and 2, which one can give you this? 1 and 1. X plus 1, x plus 1 over, we have 2x plus 1 here. Okay, so let's cross out some numbers. We can cross this 2 out, we can cross this 2 out, and that's it. So we have x minus 2, x plus 1 over x minus 1, where x cannot be equal to positive 1. And what's the number that we crossed out? Negative 1. And this one, so what? 2x equals negative 1. And if you divide it by 2 both sides, it's going to be negative 1 half. So these two numbers are going to be our whole later. Just keep that in mind. That's going to be our wholes, which is step 4. We just did it here, okay? So I think you can do these two questions by yourself, Okay, from now that's what you do. So only thing that you have to do is flip. Now let's say you have just a quick question for your homework. Let's say you have another division like this, like x plus 4, x minus 2. You see this two division, right? Simple. You're gonna flip this one. So it's gonna be same thing here. Like that. So it's division, so you're gonna flip it like that. And that's another division, which means you have to flip this one as well. Okay, I just this one randomly got this number. You don't have to follow this. I'm just giving you an idea how to flip numbers. Let's say you have this one you had multiplied by like x minus 2, x plus 5, something like that. Then what you have to do is simple. You only flip this one like this. Times x squared minus 4, 3x minus 1 times this one. You don't flip it because it's time, so you just write it as it is like that. See, so that's how you do. If it was division, then you have to flip this one as well. Okay, all right, that's it. If you have any question, just let me know, then I will help you. All right, see you guys.